We talk to our dogs all the time, in baby voices, in full conversations, and sometimes when we're frustrated. And even though dogs don't understand every word we say, they do understand our tone, our energy, and the emotion behind our voice. But here's the thing, some of the things we casually say to them can actually hurt them, even if we don't realize it. Today, we're uncovering the worst things you can say to your dog and why those words, or the way we say them, can affect your pup more deeply than you think. If you love your dog, this video might change the way you talk to them forever. Let's begin. 1. Bad dog. This is probably the most common phrase dog owners use when they're upset. Your dog chews your shoes, has an accident, or barks too much, and out it comes. Bad dog. But here's the truth. Your dog doesn't actually understand what bad means. What they do understand is your tone. When you shout or sound angry, they feel fear or confusion. To them, it's not, I did something wrong. It's, my human is upset, but I don't know why. Dogs live in the moment. If you scold them for something that happened even a few minutes ago, they can't connect your words to their actions. So when you yell, bad dog, you're not teaching them. You're just breaking their confidence. Instead, redirect their behavior gently. Reward what you want to see and stay calm. Because to your dog, your tone speaks louder than any word ever could. 2. Come here. When you're angry, we've all done it. Your dog did something wrong, you get frustrated, and you call them with that sharp, come here tone. Here's why that's damaging. If your dog associates your angry voice with coming to you, they'll start hesitating, or worse, running away, the next time you call them. To them, come here no longer means come to your safe person. It means, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. That breaks trust, and it makes recall training way harder. So even when you're upset, never use come here in a punishing tone. Always make it a happy phrase, something that ends in love or praise. You want your dog to want to come to you, not fear it. 3. Stop it or no, cry without explanation. When we say no or stop, we think we're being clear. But dogs don't naturally understand those words unless they've been taught what they mean. And even then, it only works when paired with guidance. If you shout no, but don't show them what to do instead, your dog is left completely confused. Imagine someone yelling at you in a language you don't understand, and that's how it feels for your dog. For example, if your dog jumps on guests, yelling no doesn't teach them the right way to greet. Showing them to sit calmly and rewarding that behavior does. So instead of just stopping bad behavior, teach good behavior to replace it. Your dog isn't being stubborn, they're just waiting for you to explain the rules in a language they actually understand. 4. You're doing this on purpose. It's easy to think your dog peed inside because they're mad at you or chewed your shoes to get revenge. But here's the truth, dogs don't think like that. They don't hold grudges or plot payback. When they act out, it's usually because of stress, boredom, or confusion, not spite. So when we say things like, you're doing this to make me mad, we're projecting human emotions onto an animal that's just trying to navigate our world. Your dog doesn't understand punishment. They understand patterns. So instead of getting mad, focus on the why. Are they anxious? Were they left alone too long? Did they not get enough exercise? Your dog's not being vengeful. They're just communicating the only way they know how. 5. Go away. This one hurts them more than you might realize. Sometimes when we're tired, busy, or frustrated, we say things like go away or leave me alone. But to a dog, especially one deeply bonded with you, that's heartbreaking. You're their world, their safe space. So when you push them away, they don't understand that you just need a break. They think they did something wrong or that you don't love them in that moment. Of course, it's okay to need space, but instead of harsh words, try gentle signals. Say something like, go rest, or guide them kindly to their bed. They'll understand without feeling rejected. Because For them, being near you is comfort, and being sent away feels like losing their home, even if just for a few minutes. 6. You're so annoying. Dogs can't understand English, but they do understand emotion. When you call them annoying, especially in a frustrated tone, they hear the tension in your voice and feel the disappointment. It's like you just told them you're not good enough. This kind of energy slowly chips away at their confidence and trust. They start becoming nervous, unsure if you're happy or upset with them. Dogs don't try to annoy us, they just have different needs. When they bark, jump, or follow us everywhere, they're not being pests. They're trying to connect. So when you're overwhelmed, take a deep breath, redirect their energy, but do it with kindness, because to them, your opinion means everything. 7. I wish you were like that dog. Comparison hurts, even for dogs. They may not understand the words exactly, but they feel the tone. When you say things like, "Why can't you behave like my friend's dog?" or "Other dogs don't act like this," your tone shifts. It becomes frustrated, disappointed. Your dog feels that emotional distance instantly. Every dog is different. Some are shy, some are goofy, some are anxious, just like people. When you compare them to others, you're not only hurting their confidence, you're forgetting that their quirks are part of what makes them special. Your dog doesn't need to be perfect, they just need you to love them as they are. 8. Calm down, alum said loudly. Here's a funny irony. When you yell, "Calm down," your dog hears the exact opposite. Your raised voice tells them that you're excited or upset, which makes them even more worked up. Dogs mirror our emotions. If you're tense, they'll be tense. If you're relaxed, they'll settle too. So instead of shouting, "Calm down," try doing the opposite. Speak softly, move slowly, breathe deeply. Your calm energy will do what words never could. Remember, dogs don't calm down because you command it, they calm down because they feel safe. 9. You're fine. When they're clearly not. We say this all the time when our dogs are scared. At the vet, during fireworks, or when thunder strikes. But to them, your words mean little if your energy doesn't match. If you're petting them quickly, talking nervously, or acting unsure, they'll sense your anxiety, and it confirms that something is wrong. When your dog is afraid, what they need isn't empty reassurance. It's your calm presence. Lower your energy, speak softly, and stay still. That quiet confidence tells them, "I've got you. You're safe." Because "you're fine" only works when your energy says the same thing. 10. It's just a dog. This one doesn't come from your dog, but it's the one that hurts them most indirectly. Whenever someone says it's just a dog, it minimizes the deep emotional world dogs live in and the love they give without question. Dogs aren't just anything. They're companions, protectors, healers, and friends. And while they might not understand the words, they feel when they're dismissed or ignored. They feel when love is missing. So never let anyone tell you that your dog doesn't understand or doesn't care, because they do. More than most people realize. 11. Stay. When you don't mean it. Many owners use stay casually, like when they just want their dog to pause for a second. But for your dog, stay is a serious command. When you mix it up or use it inconsistently, it confuses them. If you sometimes say stay and then let them move immediately, they start ignoring it altogether. And then when it really matters, they won't trust the command. So when you say stay, always mean it and always reward it. Your dog's understanding of your words depends entirely on how consistently you use them. 12. You're too old or too slow. Senior dogs may not hear perfectly or move as fast as they once did, but they still feel emotions. When we sigh and say things like, "You're getting too old for this." They can sense our sadness or frustration, and while they may not grasp the words, they pick up the feeling behind them, and it can make them anxious. Older dogs are especially sensitive to tone and touch. They want to feel needed, loved, and respected. So instead of focusing on what they can't do, celebrate what they still can. Because even when their body slows down, their heart never stops loving you. 13. I don't have time right now. Dogs don't understand busy schedules. When they bring you a toy, nudge your leg, or stare at you with those pleading eyes, they're not being demanding. They're asking for connection. And when we push them away over and over again, even gently, they start to feel confused. They think, did I do something wrong? Why doesn't my person want me anymore? You don't have to drop everything, but even a minute of affection, a gentle pat, a kind word, reminds them they still matter to you, because for them, your attention is the purest form of love. Here's the truth. Dogs may not understand our words perfectly, but they understand our hearts. They feel every tone, every sigh, every bit of energy we give off. To them, your voice is home. Your words, even when they don't make sense, shape how safe, loved, and confident they feel in this world. So be gentle, be patient, speak with love. Because to your dog, every word you say means everything. If this video opened your eyes, give it a thumbs up. It really helps more dog lovers find us. Comment below. Have you ever accidentally said something you now realize confused or hurt your dog? What did you learn from it? And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Until then, speak softly, love deeply, and remember, your dog may not understand all your words, but they'll never forget how you make them feel.